Morning guys, before we do anything in today's video, I feel like I need to introduce you to someone. This is Ted. Ted is a legend. He's our new little Burmese kitten who's gonna come and live in our new house in about 18 days. Me and Rose finally get the house and we're gonna have a little friend for you as well. We don't know if you're gonna be a wife or a sister. Depends how well you get on, eh? I've literally never met such a loving cat. He sleeps on your chest, he sits on your shoulder, he plays fetch. He's only 15 weeks, he's an absolute legend. He is the cutest, happiest little man ever. Hey buddy, kisses, see? Honestly, how amazing is that little guy? That's the wrong insult. So I had a little problem with my knees recently. I had a little bursa, which is basically when the synovial fluid, the fluid of your knee, comes out into a sac. I actually haven't had it assessed, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So I've started making sure I'm wearing my insoles again. What happens is my feet at the ankles kind of tip in, and this will send your knees in a little bit as well. So I'm just making sure that I'm wearing my insoles, and basically they support the arch of your foot and stop it from turning inwards. Today was gonna be an extremely busy day. We obviously released the Lean Machines kind of training kit the other day, and it went nuts. It actually went so nuts, you guys went so nuts, that within 3 minutes you broke our website, which meant it took until 3 PM, 4 PM the next day to get it kind of up and running again, in which case it pretty much sold out, which is ridiculous. We did not expect that. So when you receive your stuff, take a picture of yourself and we'll put it on the TLM clothing webpage, give you guys some more traction as well. And yeah, it's just absolutely nuts. So thank you so much. Anyway, let's get round to Leon's.
He's already at it. Morning, Leon.
It's gonna take a while.
Got a lot of ironing and a lot of tags.
Putting tags on, ironing, making sure the orders are right. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun morning, mate.
Let's get the coffee going. Have you had a coffee yet?
Yeah, but I'll go again.
Oh, do you want to go make them?
Yeah, do it.
You love and understand. Nailed it. Do you like my t-shirt? You don't know squat. I thought it was quite good. Cheers.
I like you more than cake this morning.
Cheers, mate.
There is a lot of stuff in here, Leon.
There's a lot to do, mate.
We've been going for about, how long, Leon?
2-3 hours.
2-3 hours. We've done about 5, 10, 15, about 22 orders. This is gonna take forever. This vlog, we're training later. I might end up mixing a couple of days together because you can't just watch time lapses of us doing this forever. Just can't, just can't. Okay guys, I know this vlog has jumped around everywhere, but today we're on it. I'm gonna see Rob in a minute to have a look at my bursitis on my knee, or what I think it is anyway.
This is Luna, who's a little sweetheart, but she had a little operation before she came to see us, so she's got the little cone of shame on, but she is lovely, and she just wants to sit and hug all the while. Don't you, Bubba?
So these are our two little minions to come and live in the house with us. Rose really wanted a Sphinx cat, which is what Luna is, so a hairless cat. I really didn't, to start with, I really didn't. I thought they looked like testicles, and I said, look, you definitely can't get a pink one, you'll have to get a blue one. But as soon as I met her, I was like, she's epic. Like, never judge a book by its cover. It's everything that shouldn't be really gorgeous and shouldn't be just awesome, but she is. Like, I was sitting there playing the new Destiny, because Destiny 2's just come out, and she just sat in my lap, trying to keep warm. She's just mega. And he's an absolute nutcase. He's beautiful, but all he wants to do is beat her up, kind of play with her, and at night, sit on my head. So I had to sleep upstairs on the other night, because he won't stop sitting on my head.
Oh.
And he talks a lot. I love those guys, they're so awesome. There's loads going on at the moment. We're talking at SFN Expo, which is a big expo up in Scotland. We've got another talk to do to kind of a business company in a few days. We've got the Ragnar Relay with Reebok, and I will explain all this once we get to Costa so I can get coffee. Let's go. So I've just nipped around the corner from Costa, literally like 30 seconds. I'm back at CrossFit Gain, and this is where I did my comp the other week, but it's also where I see Rob, who did wonders for my shoulder. He's gonna have a look at my knee, first person to look at it, self-prognosis, which is never a good idea, but I know a little more than just the average person, I would say, on my body. I think I'm gonna have bursitis, but that's normally for bad movement, information and stuff, so let's go and find out.
So may I have you lie on your back?
Yeah, sure. Do you want my shoes off?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, shoes and socks, fine.
Okay, so I've just seen Rob. He's an absolute legend. He's so good at what he does. Sorry, I'm just seeing if this has gone a little bit bright. It looks fine. And basically, same old problems that I've had for a long time that I haven't really fixed. The bursitis, which is basically kind of fluid that kind of cushions ligaments, joints, all that kind of stuff, is just a bit inflamed. And that is the symptom of basically my patella, which is my kneecap, not tracking quite the way it should. So tight vastus lateralis, tight TFL, so these kind of muscles and fascia which are on the outside of your leg kind of pulls your kneecap across, so it doesn't quite track as it should. Glute instabilities, all that kind of stuff. So we did some acupuncture, I did some manipulations, give me some stuff to do, and hopefully the inflammation should start to go down again. But it's that simple thing that we all do. Had patellar tendonitis in the other knee, so that always got foam rolled. This one got worked on too. And then when I stopped having symptoms, I started doing it less. And then instantly, well, at some point, problems arise. So prevention is better than any cure. Always remember that. So stay on top of your stretching, your foam rolling stuff, especially if you're as active as I am, and you know that you have certain weaknesses which I need to work on. I personally chose to go and see Rob because I trust him, but also when it comes to injuries like this, don't get me wrong, doctors are incredible. They've done so much for me and my friends and my family in the past, and they're amazing. But I choose first to go and see someone who's active themselves, just because they can go, this is my take on it and this is this. As I didn't want to, not saying this would happen, but I didn't want to go to a doctor's and say, okay, you got information, let's look at having a cortisone injection. I wanted to kind of go a less, maybe a less kind of medical route to start with, and a more kind of functional. I guess that's probably the best way to explain it. Just to be honest, because I was scared of having a cortisone injection, which looks like I won't need. Cortisone injection is basically a steroid hormone which is anti-inflammatory, and it's often given to you when you have arthritis or you have joint issues. Problem is, anytime you have an injection into a joint, you break the capsule, which your synovial fluid is, which is basically the lubrication of your joint. That can leak out and all the above, but you run more risk of having arthritis later in life once you kind of puncture or disrupt a joint capsule. So that is why I was a little bit apprehensive about having that, and I tried to do stuff for myself, which wasn't really informed or good enough. So I then went to see Rob. So 2 takeaway points are, keep on top of your stuff before there's an issue, and don't always, I'm not saying don't go to doctors, that's not what I'm saying at all, but just explore your options rather than going on the internet reading worst case scenario, oh, you've got to have an injection, you've got to have this. Just go, okay, this is what I'm dealt with. Go and see someone so you're not just kind of losing the forest from the trees. It's not the blind leading the blind. Get their opinion, and if that's not satisfactory or it's not working for you, go and see someone else. Just have a look around. Next port of call today is to go and see Leon. I think we're going to meet in the coffee shop I was just at. We've got some talks to plan. We've got the Ragnar relay coming up, which I'll explain when we get there.
Morning, Leon.
Oh, morning, Jonathan.
I got a present for you.
Oh, God.
Well, don't show my address. I can't take full credit for this. It was actually bought for me by my brother.
Go on.
But I already had it.
Right.
So I said, oh, do you want me to sell it to Leon? And he said, no, you can give it to him.
Jim, you wonderful. No way.
Yeah. Yeah, wait, don't show my address.
What an absolute hero. Look at that. We were only talking about this earlier.
The problem with me being closer to the camera than you is look how small you look. But the fact is, I take my kit off and I'm just a beast. Said no one.
Well, I will be if I keep eating these chocolate whappers.
Okay, so we've been planning for Scottish Fitness Expo. SFN, what does the N stand for?
Scottish Fitness.
We need to work that out. We're also doing Ragnar relay, which is really exciting. We're doing it with Reebok, and that's why I'm glad I just went and had Rob look at my knee. It's a 170-mile run.
Is that what it is?
Yes. There's 6 of us in a van. Georgina, you've met before, Fisetra, who I was with at Regionals. She's in our team. We get to paint our van, and there's also a little nasty twist with it because we're doing it with Reebok, which I don't know if I meant to say yet, so I won't say, but get ready for that. I hate running. I got asked, what's your 10K time? And I was like, oh, I have no idea.
Ran a 10K.
When we were at the gym about 4 or 5 years ago, we used to see how fast we could do 5K in. I got down to just over 19 minutes. And I couldn't do anything for half an hour afterwards. So I thought, double that, 40 minutes, added a lot more on. So I said about an hour and a half, which I think was probably doable, but with the little twist, which I won't say what it is yet, it's probably gonna be more like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but it should be good.
Don't forget, every Sunday we've been answering one of your questions, so if you have any, put them in the comments below. We'll pick one and we'll answer it on the following Sunday's video because the time this one comes out. Okay, so we're at the box. I haven't got a clue what we're gonna train yet, but I am gonna work on some rehab stuff and some single leg work stuff, and I'm gonna talk you through what I'm doing and why. Let's do it. What's up guys, I hope you're liking the video so far. Sorry it's a little bit crazy, it's been a really crazy week. Anyway, here I am foam rolling and releasing off my quads, particularly those muscles on the outside like the vastus lateralis. I might hit a little bit of IT bands as well, although that might not be so beneficial, recent research has shown. I then got kind of a cricket ball or a lacrosse ball and started working through the arch of my feet, especially towards the heel. This is really good at kind of freeing off the Achilles and everything that joins into those kind of ligaments and tendons on the underneath of the feet. You'll be surprised. It is painful too. I then want to do some single leg work, so some hip bridges, some glute bridges, just really working on those imbalances because one of my glutes is a lot stronger than the other. For example, if I stand on one leg and pull one knee up to my chest, one side's quite well balanced, the other almost wants to fall over straight away. I then, and again with some more single leg work stuff, this is something I find very hard. I've got a 30 kilo dumbbell here and I'm doing single leg deadlifts, opposite hand to opposite elbow, trying to get the shoulders and the heel in line as I lean forwards, and basically just really trying to stop that knee that I'm standing on from kicking in and out, making those glutes really stabilize. I'm actually going a little fast there. Also, remember, if you like this video, guys, please do give it a thumbs up. It does help the video a lot, and I hope these little tips are going to help you guys out, keep nice and stable, and prevent yourself having any hip, knee, or ankle injuries.
One of Leon's goals today is to get 100 kilo clean 3 times. He's doing it now. I really can't be asked to clean today. I'm gonna jerk anyway, probably better for my knee. And tonight, I just might practice the run for the Ragnar relay. Could be 5, could be 10, could be nothing. Okay, that's it for today as far as lifting goes. I'm now gonna go and do my first run in years. I'm gonna do what we think is a 5K loop. I've got about 2 hours, hour and 45 until we're gonna see the house tonight. We're going back to the house. Leon's not seen it before because we're moving in 14 days and we wanna get some plastering done, so we're just gonna go and size that up. I'm gonna do this run. Hope it doesn't take more than an hour. It's only 5K, so let's hope for half an hour max. We'll find out. Look at this hair, no excuse. First run that I've actively chosen to do in a long time. Distance was 4.24K, took me 20 minutes and 57 seconds. Still hate running, and I got sweat in my eyes. Okay, so not only was my left knee not very happy with me, my right knee wasn't very happy with me in that run, and that just won't do. So I'm gonna up the game. Every day, at least once for 20 minutes, I'm gonna spend foam rolling and stretching. I'm gonna do that every morning. I might do it in the evening as well. And I want you guys to do the same thing. If you have something, whether it's tight muscles and it's foam rolling, whether it's learning another language, whether it's getting up to prepare your breakfast in the morning because you just don't and it makes you eat rubbish stuff later in the day, I want you to get yourself, to make a deal with yourself that you're gonna spend 20 minutes a day making yourself more awesome. Whether that's learning something, whether that's taking time to chill, whether that's going for a walk, I don't care what it is. But let me know in the comments what it's going to be, and we shall do it together. You can follow me or us on Instagram, and you will see on my daily posts that I will be doing it. I am going to be held accountable by you and by myself every 20 minutes, shit, that changes things. Every day for 20 minutes, I'm going to sort my knees out. Come Ragnar relay, I'm going to have no pain in my knees. I'm going to be back squatting again. You watch it. So in the meantime, I'm going home. I'm going to have a shower. I'm going to eat, and I'm going to put some ice on my knees.
I've just been smiling from ear to ear on the way home. I've been listening to Shantaram, the audiobook. It's amazing. My girlfriend's read most of the book and she used to read me it when we were in India and it just used to make me smile. And it's really, really awesomely written. I don't really read stuff. I just don't really enjoy it, but audiobooks I love. So if you haven't read the book or you don't like reading, check out the audiobook. Obviously, I spent a month in India and it's a really special place and the Indian people are incredible. And Prabeka, who's in this book, one of the characters, it's all like on a true story, it's brilliant. Basically, it's about this guy, Mr. Lindsay, who was in a maximum security prison in Australia. He broke out, he basically went on the run, ended up in India, and it's about his relationship with the people of India. And I don't know much more else, I haven't read it, but at the moment, it's amazing. His take on people and how he sees people. Like, it's very easy to judge people in India because they live very differently to us. Their ways are very different to us. But the people are just amazing. So friendly, so humble. And their ways are their ways. And once you realise that and you stop comparing people to your ideals in our society, you start to realise how awesome the people are. And it's just really reminding me of being in India and how the way the people speak to you and they're like, this is the very best hotel, isn't it? And how they say it in their language. I just love it. It's amazing. So if you've never read Shantaram, check it out. It's bloody brilliant what I've heard so far. What's up, guys? It's Thursday night and it's time to massage my pussy. Only joking. Luna, our little naked cat, needs a bath and she likes water, we've found out already, but you can actually kind of wash them and clean them with coconut oil. It makes them super soft. Stroking her feels like a chamois leather, but she's super warm all the time. These two are really hungry, that's why you can hear them. Let's just feed them first. This is what my life has come to. Massaging a naked cat with coconut oil.
Don't let her jump away.
And I've got to be honest and say I love it. So let me just give you some context here that we're not just randomly doing this. So naked cat or Sphinx cats, they get oil build up on their skin. So you have to bath them, what, once a week? Once every 2 weeks?
I think they say once every like 3 weeks.
Otherwise they just go a little bit oily, dirty, and like you'll see their skin goes a little bit darker, which is, look at this, look at this. This comes off their skin, which is rank, but then they're super smooth again. You can feel, because when you rub them, it's not quite so, it's maybe a little bit greasy on your hands. She's loving it, listen to her. Absolutely loving it.
Oh, you're so pretty, Luna.
Okay team, that is it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, especially if you like the cat, even the naked one, bless her, she's amazing. But on a personal note from Leon and myself, I want to say a massive thank you to every single one of you that has supported us, who bought the kit, whether you bought the book, whether you just watch our videos. It really does mean the world. Thank you so much, and that's an honest, heartfelt one. I hope you have yourselves an amazing weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye guys.